I'm gonna take a day off. So tomorrow, you have to come and pick up your deliveries. I'm not doing any deliveries tomorrow. I'm done. I'm finished. But yeah, man, just gonna leave you guys with one. It's we take life for granted sometimes, and I always say that you never know when a close one, when it's a turn for a close one to go. I've been quite fortunate. I've never had a family member like pass. It's gonna happen. We all know it's gonna happen one day, and you brace yourself for it, right? But I've had countless of friends, like seriously, countless of friends who have passed and died, and the feeling never gets old. But the day that I heard that my brother got shot, yeah, my life fell apart. Like absolutely fell apart. And this is what I mean about being in prison as well. When you're in prison, unless someone's just about to die or they're saying, nah, it's not happening no more, they don't even let you go and see them. And like, your people can die and there'll be a struggle even to get to the funeral. And imagine you have to go to someone's funeral in your handcuffs and in a suit, you're handcuffed by 2 officers, the embarrassment to your family. That's mad, right? But yeah, so the day is what? The 10th of November. It's one of my sister's birthdays as well. The 10th of November, 2008. I'm in Rye Hill Prison. I'm on the prison phones, speaking to my sister, talking about Christmas, because this is November, so Christmas is the next month. And I guess she's none the wiser. She's just getting on with what she's getting on with in school time. So what? This is 2008, so that's 12 years ago. She's 22 now, so she should have been 10 years old. Yeah. So I'm cleaning the landing. I think I'm cleaning the landing. And my brethren Dixon from Peckham comes to me. He's like, bro, you need to call home. I'm like, call home for what? He said, nah, you need to call home, you know. I'm like, I just spoke to my sister. He's like, nah, call home. Your brother got shot 4 times last night. I was like, what? He said, yeah, bro. Like, sorry to tell you, your brother got shot 4 times last night. Mate, I was like, I was confused because now I can't get to my phone. I've had to hide my phone during the day. I can't just tell the officers, like, yeah, I've heard my brother. They'll be like, how do you know your brother got shot? So I just got a state of panic. I didn't know what to do. So I was like, you sure? Like, yeah. Like, I'm like, how is he? He said, I don't know. So I got on the prison phone. I called my sister. But again, no one's told her. She's none the wiser. She doesn't know what's happened. So I'm like, where's Carly? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, where's mom and dad? Oh, they're at work. So these times at the same time, my uncle who raised me, who's Carly's father, but he raised me like, he's like a dad to me, basically. So we grew up in the same household. So many people don't know, me and Carly are first cousins. So Carly's dad and my mum are siblings, basically. So, but I grew up in the same household as them from when I was 3 years old. So for me, no one could take that away from me. That's my brother, at the end of the day. So, but altogether, I got 20 siblings, like my biological dad. Yeah, I got 20 siblings altogether. But hearing that, because Carly's I would say was the closest family member I've had. I remember from 3 years old, he was 5. From 3 years old, we came to Britain together, and that's who I've known all my life, sort of thing. Before I knew anyone else, like that's who I've known. I don't know anyone else. That's you get me. So before other younger brothers were born, before that's who I've known. So when my world fell apart. Like, what would you mean? I didn't understand. So I'm thinking, fuck. I can't. She doesn't know what's going on. I'm trying to call. I think I was trying to call Carly's partner. I couldn't get through to her. So I'm thinking, shit, what's going on? So Dixon said to me, yeah. Dixon said, like, they're saying it's looking bad, you know, it's looking bad. I'm like, fucking hell, like, I've broken down. I couldn't hold it no more. I had to tell I went to the office, like, guys, look, I need help. They're like, what? I said, look, my brother's got shot. I need to call home. They're like, what do you mean? How do you know? I said, look, doesn't matter how I know. Someone told me my brother's been shot. You guys need to, like get me there. You need to get my family on the phone. They've got the what do you call it? The priest to come to try and call the reverend, one black guy, I can't remember his name. So it's Edmund or Timothy or something, I can't remember. They had to get him to call up over there, and there was no what do you call it? They couldn't get through to them. They didn't know who to get through to. And obviously now it's dinner time and then bang up. And I'm just in my cell, I'm livid, like I'm in tears, I'm crying, like, and until you're in that position where, and I'm sure many people watching right now, parents or siblings of those who have lost loved ones, sincere condolences. I'm sure you guys will understand what I'm talking about. That feeling of dread, that feeling of like oh my god, like your heart beats racing, your body's shivering. You don't understand what's actually going on. And I'm just praying, I'm saying, please, God, man, please, please, please. I got my Bible out. I'm trying to read Psalms. I'm trying to read whatever. I'm trying to, like, please. And now I'm in my cell. No one gave me no news. So about 8 or 9 p.m., they got me out my cell to make a phone call because they managed to get through to him and to speak to my mum. And my mum is basically Carly's mum. She's my aunt, but yeah. So I've called her. And like she's like distraught. She don't really want to talk too much because like she's just trying to, like, because that's her firstborn son. So she's just trying to like be there for him. At the same time, my uncle's in hospital as well. He had suffered a heart attack, and he doesn't know what's going on. So he's in King's College Hospital, and Carly's in Whitechapel. So it's all mad. So, and honestly, like, I've never prayed so much in my life. I've never, ever prayed so much in my life. Like, I was literally crying and I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night. You see when you got like bad news and you wish it never happened so that you might fall asleep. You forgot about it because sleep can be an escape at that point. Sleeping can be an escape. But basically I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night and remember, oh my God, shit, my brother, please. And then it gets to a point that where you're just distraught, you're thinking the worst. The last thing they said it was the worst. They said he got hit in the liver. So it was all nuts. And the next day they've opened my cell door. I said, look, I'm not going to work. They want me to go and work. I said, look, I can't go to work. I couldn't think straight. I still can't get that many answers. I can't call my dad because he's in hospital. My younger brother doesn't know too much. I've told him a bit and he's going to the hospital and friends are telling me and I'm trying to call on the phone. I can't get through to people. And it was just nuts. So it's hard enough on the outside if that's happening. But imagine being in prison. Imagine being in prison and that's happening. Imagine having to go through that and there's nothing you can do. You can't be going console your parents and say, let me get you some water. You can't. You feel like a proper waste man. You feel like a prick. You feel like I was like looking at myself like, what the fuck are you doing in jail? This is the time your family needs you and you're sitting in jail. What the fuck are you doing? That's how I really felt about myself. I felt worthless. And then like again, they're saying that it's 50-50. They don't know whether or not the surgeons are working on him. And I was like, oh my God, please, man, Lord, I need a miracle, man. I need a miracle. And then like 3 or 4 days, they said he was stable. And I was hearing like at the hospital, or like it was all packed, like all his friends were coming. And yeah, it was a surreal moment. And then in the end, like he pulled through. And he got shot with a MAC-10. He got shot 4 times. He went to, if I remember right, it was Flex nightclub in Dagenham. The night is a funky house night or whatever. The night had finished. He'd been drinking himself. And I'm going to get him to come and tell the story himself. I'm going to get him to jump on one day and tell the story from his point of view. But yeah, so... And then I think he was going to get his car. His friends were still in, hanging. Not after the club, everyone just hanging around. So he went to go and get his car. Just said some guy with a hoodie just barged into him. And like him being hot-headed as well, like what are you doing? Him and the guy's having like words, and then he noticed the guy had a Mac hanging from like a little rope thing. As soon as he saw that, he said that he changed his tone. Like, oh, all right, cool, bro. But by that point, the guy was riled up, and the guy just let the thing rip, like hit him 4 times. And at that point, no one knew who done what and who done. So it's like I'm racking my brains. I'm thinking, who the fuck can it be? Because we had issues with people in Peckham as well. So I'm thinking that nah, man, who done this? Who could it? And I'm thinking, I'm just like, I'm trying to rack in my brain, like, what is this? Is this a setup? At one point, I'm thinking these friends set him up because as soon as it happened, because the newspaper, the news article that came out, it said like, yeah, he was found at Beckton DLR. I was thinking, what? Who dumped him at Beckton DLR? They would have tried to shoot him or dump him at Beckton DLR. But what had happened was that his friends got him into the car as soon as it happened. Because he even said that once he got shot, he didn't even realize he got shot. He's like, the guy's missed. And then when he looked down and saw the blood, that's when he collapsed. And this part, I mean, when I spoke to him about it, and this the part that really gets me emotional when I think about it, and I always say, thank God he's alive now. And like I said, I'm gonna get him to come and tell his story, is that his daughter was born on the 20th of January 2008. So that same year, his daughter was born. And that's the same year my daughter was born. My daughter was born on the 18th of June 2008. So my daughter was born while I was in jail. So we're both new fathers. That's his firstborn. That's my firstborn, born in the same year. And I remember what he told me was that when his friends put him in a car because they're trying to drive to a hospital, because they ain't gonna wait for no ambulance. They're trying to drive to a hospital as quick as they can. And he thought he was gonna die. He was basically crying and telling his friends that please look after my daughter. Whatever you do, please look after my daughter. Please, he's calling out his daughter's name over and over again. Please look after her. Please look after her. That part still gets me emotional because I just think to myself as a father, like being a father and thinking that you might be not there for your children. I told you guys before about my brethren. It's funny, my brethren Nerves as well. Like his son was born that same year as well, 2008. I think it was the 2nd of March. 2nd of March, his son was born, but he died 2 months later on the 7th of May. So it's all mad. 2008 was a mad year. Everyone was just, lots of people was dying that year, man. I can name so many people in Peckham who died that year. And I just thought my brother was going to be another one. Obviously, he survived. And like I said, he was just calling for his daughter's name. And then his friends got lost. They got lost trying to find the hospital, and they ended up in Beckton DLR, and that's where feds came and found him. An ambulance come, so his friends got arrested at the time. So I was thinking, who set him up? But obviously they just got lost trying to get to the hospital. But like, there's 2 points I want to make up here. Is that being able to help. If you're in prison, you can't help your family. You never know what's gonna happen. Forget the extreme of someone being shot, but just say, God forbid, your parent has a fall or drops or gets ill. Like we're going through it right now, right? Coronavirus. Like lots of people are losing their loved ones, and you can't do nothing about it because you're in prison. And that's not a place you want to be. You want to be able to have at least your parents' last memory of you was to be as a free man. Like one thing I used to dread was, oh, my nan. Like she's getting old. She's 84 now, so she's still about. But I used to think, oh, imagine her last memory of me being that I was in jail. So that used to like just get me down. But yeah, man, like hearing someone that you know, love, and is in danger, it rattles you differently. And like I've said, I had so many friends who have died. I can name so many, be it 4040, be it Menda, be it Taz, be it Slammer, be it Depot. All these people, Younger Major, so many people I grew up with, Ruthless, and they're not here no more. It's mad. It's actually mad, but it can happen to any point to anyone. What I encourage people to do though, honestly, get life insurance, man. Get life insurance for your children, for your family, because like funerals are expensive, you know. Funerals are very expensive. So me, I know if I was to pass, I'll tell you one thing about me. I no longer fear death. I know it's gonna happen. And the other day, I was trying to wake up my missus in the middle of the night. Something hit me, but she was half asleep. I was trying to tell her that, you know, one day I'm not gonna be here, you know. Something just telling me that, but she was half asleep. But I know that if I'm not here, that although it's gonna be difficult for them, they're gonna be calm in the same instance, because life insurance is going to help pay for my funeral. It's also going to put my daughters on a steady step going forward in life. So anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm not doing no tubber runs today. I'm about to go and jump in a shower. I smell of fish. I smell of meat. I smell of plantain. I smell of rice. Good night, people, man.